What's up YouTube, Sledgehammer70 here, and today I wanted to provide you a install guide for the VMax ported throttle body, and really it's any throttle body exchange. You do get a little bit of horsepower and torque increase. It's not crazy gains, but it is definitely something that if you're doing your intake and your ported throttle body and headers and full pipes and all that stuff, you know, it's just that little increase along the line that's going to help you out. So it's always good to have it just fully done all the way through system, you know, to get you to that stage 1 system, right? So here's the install guide. We'll get right into it.
Okay, items and tools needed for this install. We have a VMax ported throttle body. Tools, you'll need a 10mm socket and a flathead screwdriver. So removing the throttle body is actually pretty easy. The best course is to take this section of your intake off to get to it. There you go. So you can just pull that to the side. Pretty simple. Now use your 10mm socket to remove the 4 bolts. So the other thing is you do have the clip. Don't want to mess that up. If you mess this up, then your throttle body is not going to work. So be careful. There you have it. So here's the stock throttle body. As you can see, it has a pretty significant lip around the whole device. So basically what the ported throttle body does is it grinds this entire lip down and makes it super flush. You can see, even after not that many miles, how much dirt and grime build up on there, which is why we installed our catch can, just eliminate a lot of that. So in comparison, you can see the ported throttle body is definitely smoother. You see where they left this top lip so they didn't create a gap on the top of the butterfly valve. But I'm actually pretty shocked on how much of a gap is around the stock. You know, even the ported one and the stock one. I mean, it's the same. So, but interesting. So pull that off, put the new one in. Do not forget to plug this in and make sure it's all the way plugged in. Your car will not be happy if you try to start it without that. It will start, but it will not be happy. And there you have it. That is replaced and installed. Pretty simple. Okay, so the results. Is the VMax ported throttle body worth it? So today we went down to BBK and had the car dynoed with a baseline with a stock throttle body, and then with the VMax ported throttle body. On each to get a baseline. It was kind of interesting, the results. So the initial baseline was 388 horsepower with 397 torque.
And then once we put the VMax ported throttle body on, it jumped up to 391 horsepower with was it 398 or 399 torque. So basically 4 horsepower increase and 2 torque increase. And again, that's a baseline. That's after 3 runs. The biggest gap we saw was a 7 horsepower increase with a 9 torque increase. But looking at the baseline numbers, it does perform a little increase. Now, some people will say, oh, well, dynos are varied by runs and results, so you know it's negligible performance increase. Now, I would agree with that if I was looking at 1-to-1, but doing baseline runs with 3 runs across the board, it did show an increase of rear wheel horsepower and rear wheel torque. So it's not a lot, but when you add that to a good intake, you add that to headers, you add that to full pipes out the back and an exhaust system and cat deletes if you go that far, it all adds up. So creating a nice flow of air, getting rid of turbulence and stuff like that, even into a nice new manifold, if you port those, you do see an increase. So $165 to $200 for this. It's a really cheap upgrade for a little bit of horsepower and torque increase. But in the long run, if you're planning on doing your car front to back, it's totally worth it. So as you saw, it's a super quick, easy install, yeah, it's a cool product. So thanks for watching and tuning in, and as always, appreciate all the subscribes we've been getting and the views. Feel free to post in the comments below on what videos you'd like to see next. Again, we have a lot more videos and a lot more upgrades coming, so can't wait to share those in the near future. See you guys next time.